Okay, so we are back with the online classes, and today we're going to target sum number 3, 4, and 5. Now, remember, children, that it's very important for you to keep looking at the video, keep your textbook and your notebook in front of you, and do the sum along with me. That way, you will be able to finish on time and you will keep your work updated. If you're going to wait for the entire video to come to an end and then start your work, it's going to be difficult. So, sum number 3 says, estimate each of the following sum to the nearest thousands. Now, remember, some of y'all are even confused. Remember that when they tell you to estimate the sum of two numbers, that means you have to round off the number and then add. Don't add and then round off. That's the wrong method. You have to round off and then add, not add and then round off. That way you will be getting your answer wrong. So always first round off takes place and then addition or the sum is found. So we are going to round off all these three numbers. I am doing B, C, and D. A is for homework. So to the nearest thousands, my thousands place I have 3, thousands place I have 4. But having 3 or 4 doesn't make a difference. I have to look at the number at the side of it, to the right of it. That is going to tell me whether this number will remain the same or the number will increase by 1. Remember, if the number to the right is from 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then the number does not change. The place value that you are rounding off, that number does not change. But if the number at the side of it is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then that number increases by 1. Now, whether the number changes or whether the number does not change, whether the number increases by 1 or the number remains the same, in any case, irrelevant of that, all the other place values to the right of that number become 0. To the right of that number. The number to the left, the digit to the left, that remains as it is. So the numbers that come to the right of that particular number that we are rounding off, that digit that we are rounding off, all the other digits become 0. Now to the right of 3 is 8. And 8 is 5 and greater than 5. So it falls in the second category, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So because at the right hand side of 3 I have 8, this 3 will increase by 1. So it will become 44 and all the other digits will become 0. So I get 44,000. Similarly, in the next one, after 4 I have 7. So again, it falls in the second category, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this 4 will now become 5. 3 will remain 3, 4 will become 5, and all the others will become 0. And I add because I'm finding the sum. So the place value that you are rounding off, any digit before it remains the same. But the digits after that change to 0 only after seeing the digit to the right. If it is between 5 and 9, that digit increases by 1 and all the other digits to the right become 0. And if the digit at the side of it or to the right of it is between 0 and 4, then that digit does not change, but still all the other digits become 0. That is why you can see 44,000, 35,000, 1,000, 1,000. We are rounding off to thousands. Now I add 0, 0, 0, 4 and 5, 9, 4 and 3, 7. And that's my answer, 79,000. Let's come to the next one. Thousands place, thousands place. To the side of 4 is 5. Again, it falls in the second category between 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this 4 will change to 5. And the remaining digits will all become 0. Now we come to the second part. After 4 is 1. Now this falls in the first category. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number will not change. The digit will not change. So the digits does not change. The digits to the left remain the same. 5 remains 5. 4 remains 4. But the remaining all will become 0. And I add 0, 0, 0, 5 and 4, 9, 2 and 5, 7. Again, my answer is 79,000. Remember, the digit to the right of the place value that you are rounding off, we are rounding off to the nearest thousands. So I have to look at the numbers of the thousands place value. That digit will either change or will not change. Will it change, will it not change, is decided by the number that is on the right hand side of it. When I look at the number at the right hand side of the place value that I am rounding off, if that is from number 5 to 9, then the digit increases by 1. All other digits become 0 to the right hand side. If the digit at the right hand side of the digit that I am rounding off, the place value that I'm rounding off, if it falls from 0 to 4, then that digit does not change. It remains the same. So does the digits to the left of it remain the same. But still, nevertheless, after that, all the digits become 0. As you keep doing sums, you will get good practice and understand the concept better. Here is thousands, here is thousands. After 1 is 3. So this 1 does not change because it comes from the category of 0 to 4. 3 comes between 0 and 4. So this 21 will remain 2, 1, and the remaining will become 0. After 5 is 3. So again, this is between 0 and 4 in the first category. So this 5 will remain 5 only. It will not change. But all the other digits will become 0. So the concept here to be understood is either the number will increase by 1 or the number will remain the same. It is the number on the right-hand side that decides whether the number remains the same or it changes. If it falls in the first category, 0 to 4, the number remains the same or the digit remains the same. If it falls from the category of 5 to 9, then that particular digit in that place value is increased by 1. But the following place values to the right, all those place values change to 0. And therefore, we get a rounded off figure. Now see again here, 21,000, 45,000, because we are rounding off only in thousands. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5 and 1, 6, 4 and 2, 6. My answer, 66,000. Part A is for homework. We are targeting till sum number 5. This is the third one. Next, we'll go to sum number 4. So now we move on to the fourth sum. And the fourth sum tells us estimate each of the following differences to the nearest tens. Now I have to find a difference. Difference means subtraction, not addition, subtraction. So 689 subtract 432. And I have to round it off to the nearest tens. So I underline my tens place value. Now I look at the digit after the tens. That is the digits in the ones or the units. After 8 comes 9. 9 is between 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this 8 will increase by 1. The value will increase by 1. The 6 is to the left, so that 6 will remain 6. Do not change it. So 6, 8 will become 9. The other will become 0. Come to the next one. In the tens place, we have 3. To the right of 3, I have 2. It falls in the first category. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 3 will not change. So will the 4 because it's to the left. So 4 remains 4, 3 remains 3, but this 2 will become 0. Remember, I am subtracting, not adding. 0 take away 0 is 0, 9 take away 3 is 6, and 6 take away 4 is 2. 260 is my answer. Come to part C. I have 564, subtract 321. So again, I underline my tens place value. After 6 is 4. It falls in the category of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the digit will not change. So 5, 6, but the units will become 0. Similarly here, after 2 is 1. 1 falls in the first category, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Digits between, if the digit is from 0 to 4, the digit does not change. It does not increase in its value. It does not increase by 1. But if it's from 5 to 9, then the value increases by 1. So again, here the value will not increase by 1 because it falls in the first category, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 will remain 3, 2 will remain 2, but 1 will become 0. You can see 690, 430, 560, 320, all are in tens because we are rounding off to the nearest tens. Now I subtract. Remember, you're subtracting. 0 take away 0 is 0. 6 take away 2 is 4. And 5 take away 3 is 2. So my answer, 240. Let's come to the next sum. Again, I underline my tens digits and I look at the digit that comes after the tens place value. After 5 is 6. It falls in the second category, from 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this 5 will increase by 1. 8 will remain 8. The digits before the place value that you're rounding off, they all remain the same. The digits after the place value that you're rounding off all become 0, whether the digit increases by 1 or does not increase by 1. So it becomes 8. This 5 will now become 6, and 6 will become 0. After 7 is 2. So this falls in the first category, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 7 does not change. The 7 remains 7. So 6, 7, but 2 becomes 0. Remember, you're subtracting because you're finding difference. 0 take away 0 is 0. To subtract here, I'll have to borrow from here. This will become 7. This will become 6. This will become, I'll put 1 here, it will become 16. 16 take away 7 is 9. And 7 take away 6 is 1. My answer, 190. Remember always, you have to round off first and then find the sum. You have to round off first and then find the difference. Don't find the difference and then round off. Don't find the sum and then round off. Each number has to be first rounded off and then added or subtracted whatever the instructions are being told to you according to the sum. Remember, I've written number 4. After you write number 4, you have to write the instruction that is mentioned in the textbook. You have to make use of your textbooks. All instructions have to be taken down before you start solving the sums. A again is for homework. We now come to sum number 5, which we are targeting. We're going to do up till here. A is for homework. Again, I'm going to do C, B, C, and D for you. Please follow and remember, children, one thing, that while you're seeing the video, write down the sums, pause this particular part of the video, write down the sums, keep the sums ready, and you can write along with me. When you're going to write along with me, you will be able to understand better and do the sums that I've given for homework independently by yourself without any help. So now, sum number 5 says, estimate each of the following differences to the nearest 100. To the nearest hundreds. So now I am going to round off to the nearest hundreds. So my hundreds, I underline them first. Whether in the hundreds, what number digit is there, that doesn't make a difference. It is the digit that comes after it, immediately after it to the right. So after 6 is 8, and 8 comes in the second category, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this 6 will change to 7, and the remaining will become 0. Very simple. You have to keep asking yourself and keep telling yourself that this concept has to be maintained. If it is from 0 to 4, the digit after the digit or the place value that you are rounding off, after that, if it is 0 to 4, the number does not change, the digit does not change. But if it's from 5 to 9, then the digit increases by 1. Nevertheless, after that to the right, whatever digits are there, all become 0. Now after 5, I have 3. So this 5 changes to, does it change? No, it doesn't change because it falls in the first category, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 5 remains as 5 and the remaining digits become 0. 700 minus 500 gives me 200. Come to the next, this one, underline 7, underline 3. After 7 is 6, falls in the second category, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this 7 will now become 8, but the remaining digits will become 0. After 3 is 2, it falls in the first category, 0 to 4. So 3 remains 3, does not change, but the rest of the digits become 0. And 800 minus 300 gives me 500. Come to the last sum. Again, underline the place value that I'm rounding off, that is the nearest hundreds. So I underline 9, I underline 5. Now I look at the number at the side of that particular digit. At the side of 9 is 5. 5 is in the second category, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this 9 will increase by 1. It will become 10. And 5 will become 0. 6 will become 0. So my answer is 1000. When I come to the next one, after 5 is 7. 7 again falls in the second category. That is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this particular digit, number 5, will increase by 1. It will become 6. I will put it in the hundreds place value because this 1 is in thousands place value because I have to subtract. But the remaining digits become 0. 0 take away 0, 0 take away 0, 10 take away 6, 4. Even if you borrow, the answer still remains the same. So these are the sums that have to be practiced for today. Remember, it's always better to write down the sums, get them ready, and then do them along with me as I'm explaining. While I'm writing, you write, you will be able to understand it much, much better. And you will understand the concept much more clearly. A part of sum number 3, 4, and 5, all 3 of them are for homework. Please do keep your work updated till sum number 5.